There are close to 30 million people working in the world's armed forces. With nearly 300 armed conflicts since the end of the Second World War, many have seen active service in one or more war zones. Extraordinary people facing unimaginable circumstances that will impact the rest of their lives. This is their story.
I went straight to Chinooks and I spent 17 years flying around, not just the UK, but then went to Iraq twice and Afghanistan 10 times, where I left the military in 2019. And I think that's where I started to really struggle, coming out of the military, is that not just missing that sense of purpose and wearing the uniform every day, which I loved, but more the connection with people, and I knew it was really destructive behaviour. The red flags were just going, but I didn't reach out and ask for help. Mostly because I didn't want to be a burden. And it resulted that in August 2020, I woke up one day and just decided that, today was going to be my last day on earth. So essentially that night at midnight, I went home and I took an overdose of 95 amitriptyline and don't remember much else. By the fact that I'm actually talking to you today, obviously proves that I survived. I woke up in hospital 2 days later and was incubated with a tube down my throat. When you're in that deep depression, PTSD, trauma, your brain and your reasoned thought is suppressed. And, for me that day where I was planning my suicide, it seemed like the most logical thing to do that day. No one cared about me. I was a lost cause. This was the only option. And actually then 2 days later, when my brain had sorted itself out, here was me realising, oh my God, I don't want to die. Previously, I thought suicide was the most selfish thing someone could do. It leaves such a wake of questions behind. So many people questioning what could they have done, or how could they have helped? Could they have changed the outcome if they'd said something different or done something different? And the truth is, that day, I was mentally checked out of life.
I think maybe one of the misunderstood elements of this is that you can be quite close to the edge of the waterfall and you don't really realise how close you are. Other people don't realise how close you are. And if we can shine a bit more of a light on that and start to understand that a little bit better, maybe we can help more people who are in that situation.
Yeah. And I absolutely think for anyone who's watching this or anyone who's got to that really, when you're in dark days and you're routinely, let's say, 2 or 3 on the scale, that you go off the edge very quickly. And I didn't realise how quickly that was going to happen and where I got to. And anyone listening to this, your friends and your family would much rather have a phone call from you breaking down in tears saying that I am struggling today and I need help than they would from a hospital in Basingstoke saying your daughter's in intensive care with a tube down her throat because she tried to kill herself.
If you're struggling with any of the issues discussed in this podcast, please contact Combat Stress. Call 0800 138 1619 or text 07537 173 683.